Remember to speak into your microphone. This meeting is called to order in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act. Notice of this meeting was provided to the Home News Tribune, the Star Ledger, and the Highland Park Planet on January 8, 2025, and was posted on Borough Hall website at www.hpborough.com and on the bulletin board of Borough Hall, 221 South Fifth Avenue, Highland Park, New Jersey, and has remained continuously posted as required by law. Fire exeter to my right and left of Council Chambers. Amy, could you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Foster.
Yes.
Councilmember George.
Here.
Councilmember Hale.
Here.
Councilmember Hirsch.
Here.
Council President Kim Cho-Han.
Here.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Here.
Councilmember Vargas.
Here.
Borough Attorney Brown.
Here.
Borough Administrator Hoover.
Here.
Okay, and now we're gonna move on to honors, awards and presentation. And we're gonna acknowledge two exemplary borough volunteers that have volunteered on the Arts Commission for a number of years. One is John Marin and the other is Amy Pollock. And Councilmember Vargas, would you care to read the proclamations?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I'm very honored to read this proclamation for John and Amy, who I've had the pleasure of working with, not just as in my role as council liaison for the Arts Commission, but also in my previous role as the HRC chair, where I was able to collaborate with them for many years. So here we go. Whereas the governing body of the Borough of Highland Park is deeply grateful to residents with specialized skills and talents who share their strengths with the borough by volunteering on our different boards, commissions, and committees. And whereas over the past 7 years, the Highland Park Arts Commission has benefited greatly from the leadership of two residents who are well regarded for their artistic accomplishments, John Marin, who served as chair, and Amy Pollock, who served as vice chair. And whereas John is a multimedia artist and author of 2 books of poetry, a teacher in the RU Adult Education Program, and founding member of the Highland Park Artist Collective, and LGBTQA art activist with GL Sen, and a now retired school-based counselor at UMBNJ, an artist and educator in K-12 schools for decades. Amy is a visual artist and educator whose artists, books, and prints are held in over 50 permanent special collections, such as the Brooklyn Museum, Cooper Hewitt National Design Museum, and Getty Research Institute, and others. Amy recently retired from the Mason Grove School of Arts of Rutgers University, where she served as undergraduate program advisor for the Art and Design Department for over 12 years. And whereas under John and Amy's enthusiastic leadership, the Borough of Highland Park has embraced public art and now features large eye-catching murals on a number of buildings on Raritan Avenue, on Woodbridge Avenue, on a few streets, and on the barrier by the walkway to Superfresh Supermarket. And whereas under John's and Amy's direction, the Arts Commission partnered with other municipal arts groups in the county and the Mason Grove School of Arts in the annual area-wide Windows of Understanding public art initiative that places socially conscious artwork in storefront windows, and initiative which has drawn copious press coverage and public attention. And whereas under John's and Amy's guidance, the Highland Park Arts Commission has grown to include a passionate group of artists, and the commission regularly participates in borough street fairs and holds its own annual series of events which are open to the public. Now, therefore, I, Elsie Foster, Mayor of Highland Park, do hereby thank John and Amy on behalf of the governing body for their extraordinary service on the Highland Park Arts Commission over the past 7 years, and accept with sadness their decision to step down from their leadership roles on the commission. We wish them both well in their retirement from volunteer leadership and hope to see them remain active in artistic projects in Highland Park for many years to come. Witness thereof, I set my hand on the 16th day of December, 2025, Elsie Foster. I just want to say this proclamation is very meaningful, and just we could not list all the things that they contribute to the community because it would take volumes. So we really appreciate all the time that they spend volunteering and their dedication to this community. And we're excited that they're going to remain on the commission and continue to contribute in their own ways. Yeah, I'm very excited.
And I got my lovely postcard from the Arts
Oh,
Commission.
yes.
I was like, I love it. You know, and I would encourage, if we could zoom this in later, I would encourage everyone to go out, and when you want to send something special, we are all into texting and emailing anything, but you want to send something a little special, go out and get some of these postcards from the Arts Commission and send something that the old-fashioned way, you actually write on it and put a stamp on it, and I think it means so much more than just a text or an email. So thank you that you put heart and love into sending me this postcard. I really appreciate it. Norma, would you like to step down and provide Amy with our... John is not here with us tonight, but we'll present him his proclamation another time. But Amy,
and then
Norma?
just well, he's unable to be here. I just want to say happy birthday to John because
Photographer Hershey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Duties.
Got it. You're like,
Put you in the middle.
All right, we got it. 1, 2, 3.
the photo.
Oh, yeah. Well, the kids. Now it's the journalism.
Can we take a picture with the commission?
Yeah. And I think if anybody.
It's a winter, it's all good.
And I can send this to you if anyone needs to take a picture. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we do. We do. So I didn't know I'd be formally coming, but in addition to our fabulous postcards, we also got a few extra fun little treats for you. So we have our mugs.
Finance.
And wait, there's more.
Yes.
There's definitely more than 6, right?
Yeah, it's okay. For council members, we're.
Yes.
And one more
This is
thing.
way cool.
We
We got
have.
our own Highland Park mug.
Yeah.
It is.
One more
Is that
thing.
exciting?
This is really nice.
And we do have some postcards.
So you guys are getting postcards, but mine was addressed to me. It was addressed to me with an official United States stamp.
We also have a quiz for you.
Oh, I love it.
Your A is to Highland Park t-shirt.
My very own Highland Park t-shirt. I think that we should be purchasing these Highland Park t-shirts. I think they're great. The mugs, the t-shirts, the postcards. Let's support our artists here in town. It's awesome.
Did everyone get them? Oh, okay.
Well, thank you for the lovely gifts, and we really appreciate your talents and everything that you have done for our town to make it a prettier place to live, a much more beautiful place to live in. So thank you also for your services. And Council President?
Yes, I just want to thank Amy and John too. I think as like most of council, we have shifts. And when I first joined as like the newest person on council, you usually always get recreation and arts. So I think we've all had you and watched you guys build, like rebuild that commission. And we're also proud of like what you guys have done around town, and it's such a fun commission to be on, even if you're not into arts. Like you guys just make it so welcoming to all of the council liaisons, and I wish you and John nothing but the best. And one fond moment is the Band-Aid bench, right? That was the thing. And I'm like, how am I going to, as a non-artist person myself, come to council president and the rest and say, hey, we need this Band-Aid bench and they're gonna make it beautiful. And you guys did that, and you continue to do so many other things that just make us smile as we walk downtown and all over town. So thank you.
Thank you. All righty. Well, this was a fun time. And now we go into council reports.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night. Happy holidays.
So, sorry, we're one short. We're close.
1 month short.
Tune in for more glowing remarks.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm a little bit off in my schedule here. Okay, now we're gonna go to approval of minutes. May I have a motion to approve minutes from December 25th, 2025 regular meeting and December 2nd, 2025 regular meeting as distributed?
So, second.
Roll call?
Councilmember George,
Yes.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hurst,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
I vote yes for November 25th, but abstain from December 2nd. I wasn't here at that meeting.
Got it.
And now it's time for council report. And Councilmember George.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I'm Phil George. I'm the council liaison to the borough's public safety agencies. Just focusing for a moment on the terrible news nationally, the news of the murder of people celebrating a feast of light on the beach, of murder of students studying for finals, and the recent sad murder of world-influencing talent who brought laughter and insight into so much. It's tough to focus on the reason for the season, but I looked around last night at the crowd that filled this room on such a cold night of our friends and neighbors crowding around to hear how we're trying to create a place for town harmony, peace, assembly, and that let me know that you all make it more bearable as we do this town together. This holiday is the one present we give each other. The police department reports, thankfully it's been quiet as the community activities for the year are done. Coffee and Cocoa with a Cop was very successful. The toy drive and food drive this month broke records for the collection. You might have been watching the snowstorm over the weekend and wondered why our fire trucks were out all over town. Chief Shammy reported that we answered 9 calls in just 3 hours during the peak of the storm. Unfortunately, they were just for icing on wires, which were perilously close to the ground and the sidewalks. Finally, the library is also taking a rest after a very busy year, which saw the installation of the pergola and the seating area on North 6th. And thanks to the mayor and council members and administration who braved the cold to dedicate it the other day. We also accomplished the complete repaving of the front entrance on North 5th, as well as the completion of the installation of the media room, and several art shows and civic presentations there kicked off its new purpose and dedication. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Poston.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a very brief report for tonight. I'm Jason Stelnick. I chair the Health and Human Services Committee. I just want to echo the comments from my colleague, Councilman George. There was obviously some very terrible news over the weekend, but it was really nice to come together on this Sunday, which was a very, very frigid day, and see a lot of people come out to light the first night a light the menorah for the first night of Hanukkah, eat some donuts and be together. I also just want to thank my boards and commissions for what I think was a very successful year of activities and programming. So thank you to the Board of Health, the Human Relations Commission, and the Commission on Universal Access. And last but not least, I just wanted to wish everyone a happy holiday season. And that was all I have for tonight. I don't think I have to repeat my plug for the ordinance on food safety, food handling safety training. So please, everyone vote yes. And happy holidays again. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilmember Vargas.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I'll reintroduce myself. My name is Almighty Vargas, and I serve as the Council Liaison to the Arts and Creation Commissions. I'd like to begin once again by expressing what an honor it's been to collaborate with John, Marin, and Amy Pollock. So I was very excited, and I thank everybody who put the work into putting this proclamation together. Speaking of the Arts Commission, on Sunday, December 7th, the Arts Commission hosted its second annual Poetry Festival, a project led by Commission member Ariana Astuni. This event brought together a diverse group of spoken word artists and was thoughtfully and meticulously planned by Commission members, each of whom played an important and vital role in its success. That strong sense of teamwork was clearly evident throughout the festival, which welcomed an estimated maybe 200 attendees at Pino's. I know Councilman Matt Hirsch was one of the judges there, and he could attest how many people were there and how great it was. I'd like to extend sincere thanks to Pino's for graciously hosting and always be a space where we can host such events, and to every member of the Arts Commission for weaving together such a vibrant and meaningful event, one that is well on its way to becoming a highly anticipated annual tradition. While winter is upon us, the Recreation Department is already at hard work planning for summer, and summer camp preparations are officially underway. Having served as a summer camp program director myself, I know firsthand how exciting and challenging this process can be. So I wish the team continued success, and I look forward to seeing what's in store for this coming summer. I'd like to also remind everyone that there will be a holiday performance at the community center tomorrow, December 17th, beginning at 12:30. Performance will feature the Edison High School Dance Ensemble, now in its 9th year. I'm very much looking forward to attending. Zone 6 Teen Center will be holding a Winter Wonderland event for students K through 12 on Tuesday, December 23rd from 3 to 6 p.m. For more information, please email the Teen Center Director, Ashton Burrell, at aburrell@hpborough.com. That's aburrell@hpborough.com. Finally, I'm happy to share that the Borough's Holiday Dinner is back after a pandemic hiatus. This complimentary event will take place on December 25th from 1 to 3 p.m. and will include food, music, fun, and holiday cheer. Guests are asked to RSVP by this Friday, December 19th by calling the center at 732-819-0052. So we can plan accordingly for all the guests. For those interested in volunteering, donating, or sponsoring anything, please contact the community center at the same number, 732-819-0052. I'd like to wish everyone a happy third night of Hanukkah, which, by the way, is spelled in about 6 different ways, none of which is wrong. And since this is the last meeting of the year, Merry Christmas, meaningful Kwanzaa, and a happy and healthy New Year. Wishing everyone good health, success, happiness, and the safety we all very much need. Thank you.
Councilmember Hale.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm Matt Hale, I chair the Economic Development Committee. I just wanted to reiterate what Councilman George said. We've had some tough times. Certainly the massacre in Australia and the shooting of Brown and the death of Rob Reiner. I was lucky enough to be able to meet him a couple times in politics in California. And I always just remember the funny guy who was able to just do whatever was needed for the politician he was working for. And it's a really sad day. But as sad as it is all the things that are going on in the world, I just wanted to point that we've got a lot of wonderful things going on right here in Highland Park. Last night we had, as Phil mentioned, we had a meeting about 3rd Avenue, building a new community center, building a new place for the entire town. We had incredible feedback from many, many participants, and all of it with the spirit of let's get something done. And I really, really appreciated everybody coming out. I appreciate everybody who got us to this point. But it was a great meeting last night, and we're really, really looking forward to the fruition of things we've been working on since before COVID. And on top of that, we've had a wonderful tree lighting. We had a fantastic Hanukkah event. There's new Kwanzaa paraphernalia up in the Main Street office. Again, sort of the idea that maybe the world is a tough place right now, but Highland Park is pretty special. The way that we come together, the way that we sometimes argue, sometimes debate, but always try and move forward. And so I just wanted to say thank you to all of my fellow council members, to the mayor, to all of our boards and commissions, and to the residents of Highland Park. This is a special place, and it's a light in sometimes a very, very dark world. So I just wanted to make sure that we recognize that this is, we got something good going on here. So just a happy holidays to everybody the rest of the way. And looking forward to a great new year, 2026. Lots of great things coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilmember Hirsch.
Thank you to my colleagues for such heartfelt remarks, and certainly I echo all of them. A little bit to say about that, but just some business to tend to quickly. Since we last met, we've had a snow event, which you might have noticed. So it did snow Saturday into Sunday, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about taking a cue from my predecessor as chair on Public Works on our snow removal protocol. So just so the public is aware, we began salting roads around 11 p.m. On Saturday night before the snow began, which started overnight. And we used 3 spreaders, one in the triangle, one on the north side, and one on the south side. Once the snow started to fall, overnight, crews were out plowing with five trucks, and we had 3 crew members dedicated to clearing municipal owned properties. Part of this initial phase was making sure that the Main Street parking lot and sidewalks were cleared and salted before the start of their holiday markets. So thank you to Public Works for prioritizing and for making sure that these events can still continue, even when weather is inclement. And they went to work at the library for its 1 p.m. opening. And we had to clear multiple branches that had fallen onto the roads due to the wet and heavy snow. After the snow stopped, crews were out plowing and salting every road, and all the borough sidewalks were also shoveled and salted. Crews finished operations around 4 p.m. that day on Sunday, and we're back out at 6:30 on Monday to check on everything, to clear additional intersections, to see if there was any kind of residual slush or melt. And thanks to Mike Wazorkowicz and his crew at TPW for doing an excellent job during the entire event. And this is just always a quick reminder that the borough does have snow removal ordinances for your sidewalks and private properties. And those are available on www.hpboro.com. And I did want to also thank the Highland Park Police Department for always making sure that those rules are posted. And certainly, the borough is not here to be a heavy, but sidewalk safety is paramount. And certainly there's a lot to be said about sidewalks. But first and foremost, those sidewalks just need to be cleared. Folks who don't drive, folks who have to walk, folks who enjoy walking, strollers, individuals using wheelchairs. It's the whole spectrum of walkers in this town that make Highland Park what it is. And so it is just really important to make sure that your walks are clear. And if you need help, always if you're able to and you're out there shoveling, you can go the extra mile and get the house next to you, particularly in some of these smaller lots. But the borough does provide volunteer and a list of volunteers and for-fee folks here in town who can provide those services. So if you do need that list, you can reach out to Janet at jmolina, MOLINA at hpboro.com. Just a few other things, Mayor. Since we last met, or since we last had a regular council meeting, we had our gas leaf blower work session discussion. And I just want to thank council members for navigating through that and providing some really great feedback. The task force that was assembled is a collaboration between Sustainable Highland Park, the Environmental Commission, and the Board of Health, and others. And they came up with a really comprehensive plan that looks at what other towns do to put guardrails on the operations of commercial gas leaf blowers. We're gonna, this is a worthy effort that other towns have endeavored on, but there's a lot of work to do. So if you did tune into that meeting, please know that the task force is going to reconvene in January, where we will take the feedback that the council provided and see how we can move forward. There's the policy, but then there's the implementation and the operations, and making sure that we have everything we need to have an effective program, because the program is as good as the paper it's passed on if we're not in the right spot to implement. So a lot of work to do. And I just want to let the public know that that work will continue. Tonight, we have an ordinance on second reading appropriating $800,000 for a new garbage truck and other needed public works equipment. This cost is offset in part by a $250,000 grant from the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs. Thank you to the admin team and to the council colleagues for supporting this. We need that truck. And I did want to report out on a couple of, with the change in weather, we've had some, it's been fairly unseasonably cold December. Typically the warm weather or warm-ish weather sticks around until after New Year's, but we have had a series of water main breaks. So in case you've seen crews out there doing road work, this is why. And I'll just name a few. We had a break at North Adelaide Avenue near Lincoln Ave. That was a 6-inch main. Cedar Ave and Donaldson Street, South 5th Avenue and Donaldson Street, and Middlesex Water was out doing emergency patches between South Adelaide and Cedar Avenue near Donaldson, and South 5th Avenue also near Donaldson. So again, if you saw those crews out, that was what was happening. And by the way, my name is Matthew Hirsch. I chair the Public Works and Public Utilities Committee. And the reason why I mentioned that here is because I'm also the liaison to Sustainable Highland Park. So please join us tomorrow, December 17th, for the Sustainable Highland Park Holiday Party, 7 to 9 p.m. at the Teen Center right here at 600 Benner. Everyone is welcome. This is going to be our regular December monthly meeting, and then followed immediately by a holiday party. So please join us in person, and it'll be a good time. It's a carbon-free party, so leave it as you found it, right? That's what they say when you go camping. So it'll be all reusable flatware, silverware, and folks are going to be making dishes. So this is and I'll use the proper verbiage. It's a zero waste party, and all are welcome and encouraged to bring something to share. As Councilwoman Vargas mentioned, I was honored to be a judge of the Arts Commission's Poetry Festival on Sunday, December 7th at Pino's. It was a really amazing way to spend a cozy Sunday evening, just consumed by amazing performances, poetry performances. Thank you so much to Irina, Sonia, Ariana, Amy, and John. And my fellow judges, Nikki Gonzalez, Karen Jarzabski, sorry, Karen, she's the children's librarian at the public library, and Rolanda, but you may know her as the singer of the Do-Rights, and great judges. We took it really seriously, and we were able to really discuss some of the works that were performed. And I gotta say, I'm not an active artist, but I like to think I'm a latent artist. And I was an English major and did write some poetry. And of course, what I know is nothing compared to the expert poetry that was, on display at this festival. But also just the courage it requires to stand up there and share sometimes very personal works. So that was just a terrific event. We need more of that. We need more sharing of artistic works. We need more vulnerability where we can share with folks and really embrace each other's company. And I think that's really kind of what the world needs right about now. I wanted to echo everyone's comments on the Public Plaza meeting last night. I thought it was really terrific. Thank you to Councilman Hale and Terry and the mayor and everybody for leading us through that process, and to Arterial for clearly. I think the biggest takeaway for me was the response in the public comments. Not only pleased with what was being presented to them, but also an acknowledgement that the consultant had taken the feedback from the public, from our public forums, and that it's not it's not every day that you hear that recognition. And so I thought that was really important, that everyone's doing their job in order to make sure that this public plaza takes the shape of the needs of the community. I just wanted to echo the remarks on the menorah lighting, which was wonderful and poignant, and particularly in these times. Again, thank you to the Highland Park Police Department for making sure that everyone stays safe. And of course, the tree lighting, which happened just a few days before, we had a great time, and we coincided with a holiday market. And also a shameless plug: my son's band played Stephen's Attic, and this was their first, or their second public gig. They burned through in the cold weather, playing all of the rock that I grew up with in the '90s. I feel like I'm listening to Lithium and XM. Is that? I just wanted to just part with just a couple more remarks as we embark on as we are in the midst of the holiday season. Just to remind folks to stay calm, be calm, stay kind to one another, help out a neighbor, make sure that everybody has what we need, because the differences that are dividing us in this world can be catastrophic. But as Matt Hale says, we have a really good thing here in Highland Park. And I think we do a lot right. As tumultuous as the world has been the last couple of years, we've really seen everybody, kind of band together in really inspiring ways. So just wanted to thank everybody for that, and that's more important. Thank you.
Thank you. Council President Kim Cho-Han.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. My name is Stephanie Kim Cho-Han, and I chair the Finance Committee. Tonight on the agenda, I just want to highlight two items. Councilmember Hirsch had already went over the second reading for the $800,000 for the garbage truck, which was much needed. Also, the shared services that we are renewing with Freehold Township. Shared services is it's for our IT services. Shared services is one of our, in finance, one of our key objectives, and just renewing that contract is also, important to the Finance Committee as well. So thank you, Freehold as well. And also for the repairs to the HVAC system at the police department, Chief. Thank you for waiting. And there's we always we always find money in the budget for our police. Thank you. And I also want to wish, as this is the last council meeting for the year, wishing our community a very happy holidays. Please stay safe. Our thoughts and prayers are with our friends of the Jewish community. So thank you.
Thank you. Madam Administrator.
Thanks, Mayor. Just a couple minor points. I just wanted to also echo everybody's thanks for the great turnout last night for our meeting regarding South 3rd Avenue. Really good feedback, and I'm really excited to get that moving. But I did want to mention we will have the slide deck, and I believe the video is already on HBTV. It'll all be updated on the website tomorrow. So if you weren't able to attend and wanted to see what you missed, you'll have that opportunity to watch the presentation from Arterial and our question and answer session, as well as flip through the slide deck so you can zoom in on the pictures, and you can absolutely continue to give us feedback even if you weren't at the meeting. So I just wanted to mention that. And I just wanted to wish everybody happy holidays. And I'm excited for that as well. So thank you, Mayor.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mayor. It was gonna kill me. I'm sorry. Rolanda LaRae. I apologize, Rolanda. She was the fellow judge. I don't know it was, I was going to feel horrible because I knew I just drew a blank. So
I just needed to make sure you had a good night's sleep tonight.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Rolanda.
Okay,
No.
Council President.
I'm sorry, I forgot to also mention about the South Third Plaza. Yes, I'm so sorry, Councilman Hill, it was awesome. And shout out to Jeff Pearlman, who caught that there wasn't a children's kind of area. And me and Jason kind of like slapped ourselves because we're so busy focusing on the other things and kind of forgot that how couldn't we enjoy our nice bistro cafes with our child having a meltdown. So thank you, and we'll kind of keep an eye on that. So thank you, Jeff.
Any other council members that wish to add something? It's the door is wide open.
Hey, I want to take you up on that. Actually, I would be,
Jason.
just really briefly, I just would be remiss if I just wanted to extend a heartfelt congratulations to John Mayer and Amy Pollock. I had the honor of working with them as liaison for the prior 2 years, and it was an absolute blast. They deserved all the accolades. They've been tremendous community members, volunteered and provided a lot to our town. So I'm sorry I forgot it in the initial report, but please, thanks to the mayor's grace, I was able to have a second chance to redeem myself. So thank you again. We really appreciate all that you've done for our town. That's all.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Going once, going twice.
One more. Can I
Okay.
after the presentation to John and to Amy, I'd like to extend my thanks. I meet with John regularly at the Art Collective where he's a member. I've seen him, and while he's been kind of absent lately, but I do have a bone to pick with Amy because we were at Artworks in Trenton a number of years ago at an art show, and she split a diptych, which is 2 pieces of the same subjects by the same artist, and she beat me to the other half. So she has half on her side of the street, and I have my half on the other side. I've never been able to square her with that.
That's a lasting memory. For our attorney's report.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have anything specific to report today. What I will do is take a few minutes and just remind the public about the rules regarding public participation. There are 2 different opportunities for the public to speak during this meeting. The first one comes after the mayor's report. That gives the public an opportunity to speak for 3 minutes on any item on the agenda. That's ordinances on first reading, which tonight we don't have any, as well as the resolutions. There'll be a second opportunity at the end of the agenda for the public to speak. That's another 3 minutes, and that will afford the public the opportunity to speak on any item not included on the agenda. Tonight we have 2 ordinances on second reading. The public will then be granted another opportunity to speak on each one of those ordinances individually. And I hope that kind of clarifies. And I don't have anything to add in.
Oh, you missed your opportunity.
Oh, before I forget, no, I'm just kidding.
We're in the mood, why not? And now it's time for my report on a very serious and somber note. I'm going to ask that we take a moment of silence for the massacre that occurred in Bondi Beach and also at Brown University, and for all the pain that we are experiencing in our world. Let's take a moment to reflect. Thank you. I would also like to add my thank you for all the volunteers. But this past Sunday, we had boards and commission, a little holiday party for all the folks that come out and volunteer year after year, and weeks and nights, and to make our town a better place to live in, a much more beautiful place, as you see from the Arts Commission. But all the boards and commission members that give so selfishly of themselves. And as we see this time of year, where there's so much uncertainty and so much dysfunctionality in our world, I want to take a moment to thank the members of the food pantry, because they have really stepped into play and they're really working hard to provide complete meals to families during the Thanksgiving holidays. They go to shut-ins and they provide, for those who can't come out, they provide meals to them as well. The Thanksgiving dinner was served, and as Councilmember Vargas reported, on Christmas Day, there will be a Christmas meal that will be served. And these are people who volunteer selflessly their time to give back to our community. And we can't begin to say enough thank yous for all that you do. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're in the season of giving. And for those who have a little bit extra to give, there's a lot of people out there who are in a world of hurt and a world of need. So whatever you can do, keep in mind that the food pantry and other volunteer organizations may need your help. And I want to say a special thank you to the borough staff who work tirelessly to make us on this dais look really good and to keep our town working really well, from snow removal, public safety, the borough administration, Department of Community Services. They go above and beyond every day to make us look really good and to keep Highland Park the ray of light and sunshine that we all love in this town. And we talk about diversity and inclusion, and there's a whole staff that works around the clock to make sure that we're seeing everyone, we're hearing everyone, and make sure the voices that are acknowledged and they're heard. So thank you, each and every one. And I will see you in January. January 6th, we'll have our reorganization meeting right here in council chambers. So see you then. And that's my brief report, and everyone, please stay safe. And now we're going to move on to public comments. 21 minutes, 3 minutes per speaker, limited to items on the agenda. Comments from members of the public attending in person will be heard first, followed by those attending via Zoom. Please, name and address.
Mary Botion, Madison Avenue. And I just wanted to get on the record asking the council to kindly vote no on resolution 1225-266. 1225-265 regarding the renewal of a license for the recreational THC pot shop that is located on the Edison Highland Park border in the residential neighborhood. So again, just for the record, please vote no. And one of the reasons for that request is the fact that in our cannabis ordinance, it was indicated that one of the excuses the 6 council members gave for bringing in an ordinance for 6 pot shops to begin with was the fact that we would quote, the money would be quote used annually to offset the current reliance on property taxes. Said additional income will assist the borough in providing tax relief, including relief for senior residents that would like to remain in the borough but face challenges due to the burden of real property taxes. In communications with our finance department, it is clear that not a single dime has been given to this purpose. So that's the first issue. Secondly, it's the cannabis ordinance specifically refers to relief for senior residents. And again, the finance department has indicated there's not even a mechanism for determining who those senior residents would be. It's been 4 years since you put in this ordinance. So the questions are, one, when are you going to develop that mechanism to identify Highland Park senior residents that you say would like to remain in the borough but face challenges due to the burden of real property taxes, so that they can receive some of these monies from the recreational THC marijuana stores that you brought in. Secondly, when would any of us, the senior residents or other taxpayers, property taxpayers, receive any of these monies? You're going on year 3 to give this one pot shop their license. Where's the money?
30 seconds.
The other thing I'd like to say is that when I was here on August 12th, referring to the pot shop that's right next to Carsey Park, and again, right next to people's homes, I had mentioned that the application that was reviewed by the borough administrator and the council members for approval, it said that Arnie Weinberg was an owner of a business called All Colors. I only showed Gail Mittler, whose son is the owner of that property, as the owner of that business. It was never given to me. I asked to have information presented that would show otherwise. That has never been received since August 12th. So I'd like to have that information. I think the public should have that information if it exists. If it doesn't exist, that application is false. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Colleen Tyler, 142 North 6th Avenue. Tonight, the council will be voting on resolution 12.c 1225-265, resolution authorizing the renewal of a business license for Anja Life LLC to operate adult personal use cannabis business within the borough of Highland Park. The same thing Mary just talked about. If you're looking for this resolution, it's located in the consent agenda next to the resolution to approve wrecker license and emergency repairs to various water main breaks. I am opposed to extending this business license. I expect that there will be no discussion of the impact of Anja as the first of 5 licensed cannabis retail stores in our community. I expect that there will be unanimous board approval of this license renewal. I expect that there will be no response to the simple question of what is your reason for your unilateral open support of these businesses in Highland Park? Never have had an answer to that. There are so many other related questions I could ask, such as why are there no commercial pot-free zones that limit where these businesses can operate, limiting their sensitive proximity to nearby schools and religious organizations? Why have you permitted them to have consumption lounges in which their products can be consumed or smoked on site? What regulations are in place to protect citizens from secondhand smoke on the streets? How are the local taxes collected on their products used? Why do we have 5 pot shops here? Who do they serve? Many decisions have been made for us by the current and previous mayors and councils that impact our lives and those of our children. According to Nora Volko, the director of the National Institute of Drug Abuse, we have a society that tends to just look at the immediate returns without consideration of the delayed consequences. But the delayed consequences can be gigantic. As you normalize marijuana and make it more accessible, you're increasing the risk of young people to be exposed to marijuana and to consume it regularly. These consequences are likely to be much more costly economically than the revenue you're gaining. I think the rest of that I'll just say in the second opportunity. Thank you.
Is there anyone on Zoom?
I see 3 attendees, but no hands are raised, Mayor.
Okay. Seeing none, may I have a motion to close public participation?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George,
Yes.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch.
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
Borough Attorney, anything you would like to add to comment on this particular ordinance?
No, I understand the comments and I understand the concerns. I disagree with some of the descriptions as to what the ordinance says and does. But that's kind of just my position.
Thank you. Right. Ordinance requires second reading. Clerk, please report on ordinance number 25-2119.
On ordinance providing for the purchase of various vehicles for the Department of Public Works by and in the Borough of Highland Park in the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, appropriating $800,000 thereof, inclusive of a New Jersey Department of Community Affairs grant in the amount of $250,000, and authorizing the issuance of $550,000 in bonds or notes of the borough to finance part of the cost thereof. Has been duly advertised for consideration of passage on final reading by title, and affidavits of publication are on file. The ordinance has also been posted and made available for public inspection.
And now it's time for public hearing on this ordinance. If you would like to speak on this ordinance, please come up and speak into the microphone. If you're on Zoom, please raise your hands. Anyone on Zoom? Okay, seeing none, may I have a motion to close public participation on 25-2119?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George,
Yes.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
Now may I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 25-2119?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George,
Just want to note to the public that we pick up another truck, and some of the other items that we need. These were all studied over 10 years ago with our capital improvements and long-term growth plan. We moved forward. We got some help from the Kushner grant to be sure, but the most important thing is they're really fun to drive. I vote yes.
Councilmember Hale,
As long as I can drive it. No, yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
I leave that work to the professionals. Yes.
Better
President
idea.
Kim Cho Han,
As long as it's an automatic. Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
No additional funny commentary. Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
I'm glad I won't have to drive them, yes.
Okay. Clerk, please report on ordinance number 25-2120.
An ordinance amending and supplementing the code of the Borough of Highland Park to add chapter 103 titled Health Regulations and Licenses, Article 1, Food Handling Establishments, has been duly advertised for consideration of passage on final reading by title, and affidavits of publication thereto are on file. The ordinance has also been posted and made available for public inspection.
And now it's time for public hearing on this ordinance. If you would like to speak, please come up to the microphone, identify yourself. Those at home, please raise your hand. Those on Zoom.
No hands up.
Okay, seeing none, may I have motion to close public participation on ordinance number 25-2120?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George,
Yes.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 25-2120?
So moved.
Roll call.
Second.
Oh, second.
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Councilmember George,
Thank you, Councilman Pistonik. It was a lot of work actually to put this together. Thank you. Yes.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes. Thank you.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes, and I just want to say thank you to the Board of Health for identifying this and for bringing this, health advocating to bring this to this day. This is common sense health legislation, and again, reiterate, yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
Okay, consent agenda resolution. May I ask any council member if they would like to pull any items from the consent agenda for a separate vote? Okay.
No,
see-
Mayor.
Okay. Seeing none, may I have a motion to adopt the following consent agenda, 12A through 12M?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George.
Yes.
Councilmember Hale.
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch.
I vote yes, and I did want to acknowledge the comments of our guests here today, and particularly on the revenue. I think that there are some things to follow up on. So while we are steadfast in support for the retailers here in town, I think moving forward, as far as the policy is concerned, it's a good consideration. So thank you. Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
Resolution requiring a separate reading. Resolution to approve budget transfer.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George.
Yes.
Councilmember Hale.
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch.
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
And now it's time for the second public participation. 3 minutes per speaker on any topic, subject to conclude by 9 p.m. Comments from members of the public attending in person will be heard first, followed by those on Zoom.
Colleen Tyler, 142 North 6th Avenue. This current process in which residents can voice their opinions without getting answers to their concerns is in contrast to last night's open public meeting regarding the concept plan for the South 3rd Avenue Public Plaza. In that case, there were opportunities for true dialogue between residents and the designer. Questions were asked and noted, answers were given. The community was a part of the decision-making process, not outside it. There are 2 pot shops currently operating literally feet away from the entrance to the new plaza. We should be concerned about their impact on this public space, thinking about it and discussing it as a community. Let's not just ignore it and hope for the best. For those who are not aware, there's a current national decision to be made about changing the status of marijuana from Schedule 1 to a less regulated Schedule 3 status. Here are some thoughts about the impact of this change. Marijuana belongs in Schedule 1 because raw marijuana has no accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse. Putting it in Schedule 3 would open the door to widespread normalization and let marijuana businesses deduct advertising, marketing, even high THC R&D expenses at tax time. That would supercharge an industry already driving rising youth addiction, mental health crisis, and ER visits. This is from Smart Approaches to Marijuana. The marijuana sold today is much more dangerous and addictive than ever. Often the potency of these products is as high as 99% THC. By comparison, the average potency in the 70s for these products was around 2%. Recent studies show that people who use these high potency products have a 30% addiction rate, leading to serious health problems, including 25% risk, increase in the risk of having a heart attack, 42% increase risk of having a stroke. Additionally, studies have shown that marijuana use doubles the risk of dying from heart disease. In states where the drug is legalized, marijuana addiction levels among teens aged 12 to 17 increased 25% compared to states where marijuana remains illegal. The youth under 25 is highly damaging, leading to decline in brain development and cognitive abilities. It appears we are dealing with a cannabis industry that's centered on profit over health. Let's not have Highland Park be a part of this. Let's be on the right side of this issue. Keep marijuana as a Schedule I substance, and let's get rid of the shops in town.
No hands on Zoom.
Seeing there's none, may I have a motion to close public participation?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George.
Yes.
Councilmember Hale.
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch.
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
We're gonna go into executive session, 12-25-272, negotiation on LRK, communication with the attorney, client privilege relating to municipal operation, litigation, JSM versus Borough of Highland Park. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George.
Yes.
Councilmember Hale.
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch.
Yes, see you in 2026.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
May I have a motion to go into executive? If that's done. Note that this concludes our open public session for this evening. Thank you all for coming out. Have a safe holiday. After executive session, there'll be no further meeting. Thank you.